Myself Pushpam Kumar. In this presentation, we know about a square wave generator. The square wave generator is defined as an oscillator that gives the output without any input. The square wave generator is also known as a stable multi-vibrator or free running. The frequency of a square wave generator is independent of the output. This is image of a square wave generator. It looks like a comparator with stasis, except that the input voltage is replaced by a capacitor. The circuit has a time-dependent element such as resistance and capacitor to set the frequency of oscillation. Figure में जो given है comparator and positive feedback resistor R1 and R2 form an inverting segment trigger. When V0 is at positive saturation voltage, the feedback voltage is called the upper threshold voltage, and VUT का formula है R1 plus V saturation by R1 plus R2. When V0 is at negative saturation voltage, the feedback voltage is called lower threshold voltage VLT, and इसका formula होता है जाके R1 minus V saturation by R1 plus R2. There are only stable state allowed by a segment trigger. Assume it swings to positive saturation voltage with V0 equal to positive saturation voltage. We have minus Vp equal to VUT, and capacitor starts charging towards positive saturation voltage through the feedback path. The capacitor voltage Vc is less than VUT. The output voltage remains at positive saturation. When Vc changes to a value slightly greater than VUT, the negative input goes positive with respect to the positive input. This switches the output voltage from positive saturation to negative saturation, and we have Vp equal to VLT, which is negative with respect to ground. As V0 switches to negative saturation, capacitor starts charging with RF. When current I discharges capacitor to 0 volt and recharges capacitor to lower threshold voltage. When Vc becomes slightly more negative than the feedback voltage VLT, output voltage V0 switches back to the positive saturation. The capacitor will discharge from lower threshold voltage to 0 volt and then recharge to VUT upper threshold voltage, and the process is repeating. Once the initial cycle is completed, the waveform becomes pure. This is a square waveforms. Okay, thanks.